Welcome to the Fitness to Practice and Incapacity Practice Guideline online learning module. This module is based on our practice support tool, Fitness to Practice and Incapacity Practice Guideline located on our website. This module will cover the mandate of NSCN, Fitness to Practice, Incapacity, the Fitness to Practice process, points for employers, and conclude with key points. The Nova Scotia College of Nursing mandate is to serve and protect the public interest, preserve the integrity of the nursing profession, maintain public confidence in the ability of the nursing profession to regulate itself, and to set and monitor standards for the profession. There are approximately 14,000 nurses registered with NSCN that provide nursing services to Nova Scotians. This includes LPNs, RNs, and NPs. Fitness to practice is defined as having the necessary physical and mental health to provide safe, competent, ethical, and compassionate nursing services. Some examples of situations where a nurse's fitness to practice may be impaired includes extreme fatigue or exhaustion, illness or injury, use of substances such as drugs or alcohol, or chronic conditions or disorders. Nurses are accountable to monitor and maintain their own fitness to practice and professional conduct as outlined in their Code of Ethics and Standards of Practice. When a physical or mental health condition impacts a nurse's practice, they are accountable to take action to correct the situation. For example, by seeking medical advice, accessing employee assistance program, or stopping practice until the condition improves. Incapacity occurs when a medical, physical, mental, or emotional condition prevents a nurse from practicing competently or endangers or may endanger the health or safety of clients. An individual concerned that a nurse may be incapacitated is accountable to notify the nurse's manager. Consider if NSCN is required to be notified. Please refer to the Duty to Report Practice Guideline found on our website for more information. The Fitness to Practice process is non-disciplinary for nurses experiencing an incapacity. Typically, the process requires the nurse to be out of practice while receiving health treatment. The goal is to return the nurse to practice once there is evidence to indicate the nurse is fit to practice. A return to nursing practice must be reviewed and accepted by the Fitness to Practice Committee, who will also consider conditions and restrictions that may be placed on the nurse's license. All nurses must meet specific eligibility criteria to enter the program. If the nurse meets the eligibility criteria, the Fitness to Practice process initiates when NSCN receives a complaint regarding a nurse's capacity, or concerns are raised regarding a nurse's incapacity during the complaint process, or a nurse self-reports and agrees to enter the process. As the nurse prepares to return to work, the employer, the nurse, and the appropriate healthcare professional managing the underlying issue or issues should collaborate to establish a return to work plan. A well-developed plan may increase the success of the transition back to practice by supporting the health of the nurse while ensuring client safety. The return to work plan may contain any number of temporary strategies, interventions, or practice modifications. The Fitness to Practice process may include notification to employers about particular conditions and restrictions that have been placed on the nurse's license. To conclude this module, it is important to keep these key points in mind. Nurses are accountable to self-assess their fitness to practice and take the necessary steps to manage any identified issues by seeking care from appropriate providers and implementing recommended treatment plans, which may include removing themselves from practice. Nurses have a legal and ethical obligation to report the incompetent, unethical, or impaired practice of themselves, another nurse, or other healthcare provider. NSCN has additional documents that may help support your practice in relation to fitness to practice and incapacity. These tools are on our website and include Duty to Report Practice Guideline, Nurses Self-Reporting a Criminal Offense Position Statement, Problematic Substance Use, a Guide for Nurses, and Problematic Substance Use, a Guide for Managers. Thank you for participating in this online education module. The Fitness to Practice and Incapacity Practice Guideline document that has been used in this module can be found on our website. We encourage you to reach out to the Practice team should you have any questions.